Jared had survived firefights, starship crashes, and the freezing dark of space, but nothing prepared him for the moment a glowing, silver-skinned girl smirked at him and declared, "You've been matched with me, human. Your romantic duties start now." He blinked at her, still strapped to the examination chair in the center of what looked like an alien embassy hall. Behind her, crystal pillars pulsed with soft violet light. Alien sigils hovered in midair, forming contracts he couldn't read. Around them, a silent audience of tall, long-limbed aliens sat in tiered balconies, their eyes shining like moons. "Romantic duties?" he echoed. "Listen, there's been a mistake. I'm just a cargo pilot who—" She stepped closer. Her boots made no sound on the glassy floor. Up close, her skin shimmered like liquid mercury. Strands of bioluminescent hair framed a face both fierce and beautiful. Her eyes, twin rings of green and gold, locked on him a mixture of challenge and curiosity. "No mistake," she purred. "Our matriarchal council drew lots. Your genetic profile matched mine perfectly. By the laws of our people, you're my bonded consort." Her lips curled upward, sharp teeth catching the light. "You're lucky human. Many volunteered for me. You were chosen." Jared tried to laugh it off, but his voice came out hoarse. "I didn't volunteer for anything. My ship was hijacked. I was dragged here, and now you're telling me that your life has changed forever," she finished for him. "Yes." #####1. The ceremony ***. Two smaller aliens approached, unfastening his restraints with long, careful fingers. Jared rubbed his wrists as they handed him a robe of soft blue fabric. The alien girl watched, arms crossed, as though judging his every move. "I'm Kaelira," she said, her voice like a melody wrapped in steel. "First daughter of House YYDH, commander of the Moon Spears, heir to the Radiant Court." She tilted her head. "And you are—" "Jared Vance," he said automatically, "independent freight runner. No house, no court, definitely not a consort." She ignored his last comment. "Then Jared Vance, stand." She turned to the audience. "Witness our binding." The crowd murmured, their voices like wind through reeds. A massive holographic seal formed above them. Two interlocking spirals, one silver, one blue. It shimmered as Kaelira extended her palm toward him. Symbols glowed on her skin. "Take my hand," she ordered. Jared hesitated. "And if I don't?" The balconies rustled. Dozens of alien guards shifted, their spears humming with crackling energy. Kaelira's smile didn't fade. "Then you'll be detained until you do. Your choice." He sighed, stepping forward and placed his hand in hers. The moment they touched, a shock of warmth coursed through him. His vision blurred. He saw flashes of a world under twin suns, oceans of liquid crystal. Kaelira standing atop a cliff, her hair streaming like comet tails. The connection felt alive, binding. Kaelira's pupils dilated. "It's real," she whispered. "You felt it too." "I felt something," Jared admitted, pulling back. "What was that?" "Our bond." "A psychic thread," she said softly. Then, louder for all to hear, "It is sealed." The balconies erupted in a haunting, echoing chant. #####2. Private quarters ****. An hour later, Kaelira led him through a corridor lined with flowing light. The walls breathed faintly, like living tissue. His every step echoed as though inside a cathedral. "I don't belong here," Jared muttered. "I have a ship, a life." "You'll have everything you need," Kaelira interrupted. "Including me." He glanced at her. "You're enjoying this, aren't you?" She smirked. "Our customs may seem strange, but they ensure strength in our bloodlines. We don't pair lightly. The bond chose you for me." She brushed her fingers against his arm. "And now our duties begin." "Duties," Jared repeated, wary. "Yes." She pushed open a door. Inside stretched a vast chamber filled with iridescent curtains, pools of glowing water, and a bed like a floating platform. It smelled faintly of spice and ozone. Kaelira turned to face him, suddenly serious. "You don't yet understand what it means to be bonded. It's not just about producing offspring. It's about sharing power, memory, and fate. We'll fight together, rise together. We'll be partners." "That sounds less like romance and more like a military contract," Jared said. Her laugh was low, throaty. "For us, there's no difference." #####3. Clash of Cultures ****. The days that followed blurred into lessons. Kaelira taught him the gestures of respect, the layered meanings in alien speech, the etiquette of their feasts. Guards shadowed him at all times, ensuring Jared couldn't simply run. At first, he resisted everything. He cracked jokes, pretended ignorance, and kept asking to be sent home. Kaelira met his defiance with patience, even humor. But when he insulted a ceremonial dish by refusing it, she dragged him to a balcony and pinned him with a glare. "You think this is a game?" she hissed. "You think you're a prisoner. But the bond doesn't lie. I need you, Jared Vance. And like it or not, you need me." He stared at her, stunned by the intensity in her eyes. "Why me?" She softened, her grip loosening. "Because you're strong, unpredictable, alive. Your mind touched mine during the binding. I saw courage in loneliness." She stepped back. "Don't make me regret choosing you." He swallowed. For the first time, he glimpsed the weight on her shoulders. A commander, an heir, expected to secure her line's future. Maybe she wasn't smirking out of arrogance, but out of nervous bravado. "I'll try," he said quietly. She blinked, then nodded once. "Good." ####4. The Trial of Unity ****. Weeks passed. Jared trained with Kaelira in combat arenas under shifting gravity, learning to wield a moon spear. She in turn learned about human humor, about old Earth songs he hummed under his breath. Sometimes, when their palms touched, visions flickered between them. Snippets of childhood, fears, hopes. One evening, Kaelira summoned him to the grand hall again. "Tomorrow," she said, "we face the trial of unity." "What's that?" he asked. "A test," she said simply. "Every bonded pair must prove they can act as one in battle. If we fail, the council dissolves our union. You'll be free, but disgraced. And I," she trailed off, "you'll lose your claim." Jared guessed. She nodded. "And my house's rivals will seize power." He looked at her, at the faint tremor in her hands. "Then we won't fail," he said. She met his gaze. "You mean that?" "Yes." He smirked faintly. "Guess I'm stuck with you after all." Her laugh was genuine this time. "Good. Then come human. Let's prepare." Hashtag 5. The arena ***. The trial arena was a colossal sphere suspended in space, its walls shifting like molten glass. Spectators filled the balconies, their chants echoing across the void. Jared stood beside Kaelira, armored in sleek alien plates. Her hair was braided with silver cords. She handed him a spear humming with energy. "Stay close," she murmured. "Feel the bond. Trust it." The trial began. Creatures of hard light and shadow lunged from the walls, testing their reflexes. Jared and Kaelira moved together. He blocked. She struck, their actions flowing as though rehearsed. When one stumbled, the other steadied them. Midway through, a massive construct, half beast, half machine, charged them. Jared acted without thinking, vaulting onto its back, driving his spear into a weak joint. Kaelira seized the opening, hurling her spear through its core. The beast dissolved in a burst of light. As the final echo faded, the arena fell silent. Then the crowd roared. Kaelira turned to him, eyes bright. "We did it." He grinned, panting. "We did." Hashtag 6. The realization ***. Later, back in her chamber, Kaelira removed her armor piece by piece, revealing shimmering skin beneath. Jared sat on the edge of the floating bed, the spear still in his hands. "You fought like one of us," she said softly. "The bond truly chose well." He glanced at her. "Funny thing is, I started this wanting to escape, but out there, fighting beside you," he hesitated. "It felt right." Her smirk returned, but this time it was softer. "Your romantic duties, as you call them, aren't changed, Jared. They're a partnership, a choice." He chuckled. "Feels like you're giving me one now." "I am," she said. "Stay by my side, not because you're bound, but because you want to." He looked at her, at the alien who had dragged him into her world, who had trained him, fought beside him, and trusted him. Somewhere along the way, his resentment had melted into something else. He reached out, taking her hand. "I'll stay." Her fingers tightened around his. "Good. Then let's see where our bond takes us." Hashtag 7. Epilogue. Beyond the bond ***. Months later, the name Jared Vance was spoken with respect in the Radiant Court. Together, he and Kaelira led missions across the star systems, uniting warring factions. Their bond deepened, no longer a legal tie but a living connection. Sometimes, in quiet moments between campaigns, Kaelira would smirk at him and repeat the words that had started it all. "You've been matched with me, human. Your romantic duties start now." And Jared would smile back, replying, "Guess I'm still on duty then." But in his heart, he knew it wasn't duty anymore. It was choice. It was alien girl and human pilot, facing the universe together,